Hey there, I've just had someone ask what is a good way to make images for your blog or social media that are going to be consistent as far as size. So make sure they're the same width and height and they show up well on certain social media channels. So this is a question that I think that would be easier to answer just with a quick short video. So let's dive into how to create an image that is going to be consistent on all of your social media posts. So I'm using Canva for when I do this, and it's very quick and very easy. If you have not yet created a template to do this, the first time you create one, just go over to Create a Design. And then you have lots of different options for the size you want to make, but I want to make a very specific size. So I'm going to click Custom Size. And then for the width, I'm going to choose 628. For the height, I'm going to choose 1200. Now, the reason that I choose these particular sizes for the feature image that I use for blog posts is because this is also the best size for an image that's going to auto-populate into a link like Facebook. So when you post this, paste this into your URL into Facebook, this is the size where the image is going to show up nicely and not be cropped in a way that you don't like. So let's hit Create New Design. I've got that backwards. So let's change this to 1200 by 628, not 628 by 1200. And resize. There we go. So this is the size that I want. Now, when you're then loading in your images, you have two options. You can upload your own image, which is going to look like this. Just drag it right in. And then once it uploads, you can just drag it right over here. And if you hold it in the right place, it'll actually auto size to be inside the actual space. But if you don't, then it will just plop on like that. Depending on where you want the image to show up, that's fine. Now you can also double click here to move this image up and down and see if that's gonna land exactly how you want it to be cropped. But I think it's fine right where it is. Now you can stop here, or you can add other elements like the actual title of your blog post. So let me add, firstly, a little block to go behind the text so that it shows up well. So I'm going to just choose this square, because I know I can move it around and edit it to be whatever size and shape I want it to be. And this is for a blog post called The 3 Newest Features on Instagram. So let me just go ahead and steal this for the sake of time. And I'll go over to text. You can choose whatever text layout you want and also edit the text later. I have this loaded in for my brand already, so I'm just going to click Add Heading to get my brand heading font to show up. And then I'll paste in what I want it to say and move it down here. And let's change the color. I'm going to change this to white. And then click out of it and back in so that I can edit the width a little bit. And then you can also play with the transparency. If you don't want it to be all the way opaque, you can actually make it to where you can see the image through it a little bit, but it still helps the text stand out. So this is just an example, so I'm going to stop here. You also have the option to change this if you don't even have a photo selected yet. You can even use photos that are already in Canva. So if you go to Element, and let's say, most people I work with are in the pet industry. So let's just say dog and phone, and click Photos and see what we get. So let's say we want to use this one. And I want to move it up so that the dog and the phone are more prominent. And there you go. So if you don't even have a photo yet, you can click and see if Canva is exactly what you want to use. Maybe you like this one better. It's just that simple. You can, now that you've created this, anytime you make the next blog, then you can just come in and edit this exact same photo. So you can change the picture, change the text to be the title of the next blog or whatever you want it to be. You can edit the same file, or if you want to actually keep some sort of backlog of the blog images that you've made before, you can just click here to duplicate the page so that the one for the last blog post is still here, and you can edit this one for the next one so that you keep both of them in this file. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Also, it's really easy in Canva to change the size of this. So let's say you want this image for your feature image, but then you want to do a similar image for Instagram. On Instagram, it's much better, instead of this, for the image to be square, because if you upload this to Instagram, these letters are going to get cut off and it's not going to look great. So all you have to do is go to resize and pick a square and then copy and resize. If you resize this, you'll lose your template, but if you copy and resize, then there you go. And then you can just move these elements around however you want. Oop, didn't grab both of them. And there you go. Now I've got an image that quickly that's perfect for Instagram. So that's really all there is to it. I also recommend naming these. So you've got blog feature image template and blog IG image template, and that's all. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. Don't forget to be awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.